All right, this is just a quick video here to talk about this Earned Income Tax Credit program that I'd like you guys to participate in. Earned Income Tax Credit program has been around for several years, but up until recently, it had just been for companies, LLCs, and S corps and C corps, and but just within the last year, they allowed private individuals to take your state taxes and donate them to private schools. Which is pretty cool. Just a quick overview. All of us receive money for our children that are school-age children to go to the local public school, and it's funded into your school district. Here in Evansburg Central Cambria School District, I think that it's approximately $9,000. So $9,000 goes to Central Cambria for each of my 3 kids, so $27,000. Even though my kids don't go to Central Cambria, they go to Holy Name. So this money goes there, and it's different if your kids are homeschooled. If it's homeschooled, Central loses that money. But for the private schools, the Catholic schools, the school district still gets the money, and that's the whole premise of the voucher program. Like the vouchers, they say, hey, we get this money, for our kids to the school district. Why can't we take that money and spend it wherever we want? And so we want to give the money to this private school or this Catholic school or whatever. Well, the voucher system, it's always been voted down, and it's probably never going to get passed because of the Pennsylvania Teachers Union, which I think is in a way a good thing, because it would take so much money out of the public school budgets. It would totally hamstring them. Here in Central Cambria School District, I did a quick math. Approximately 300 Catholic school kids in the Central Cambria School District. $3,000 times 300 times 9K. It's about almost $3 million that Central Cambria gets that would be taken from them and would totally screw them up because it's such a large amount of money. But anyways, so you can take your state taxes, what you don't give to the state each year, and donate it to private schools under this program. But there's a couple caveats. Well, first, such a big program, the state didn't want to do this like 5,000 times or 50,000 times, give so many thousand state taxes here, there, whatever. So they created these things called special purpose entities, SPEs, and they said, okay, well, we're just going to give bigger chunks of money to these, then the SPEs can deal it out. Basically, they just outsourced all the labor. Well, there's an SPE in Tyrone, an accountant that does all this pro bono because he's a big private school advocate, and he has secured of the 150 million or whatever it is, $9 million to be doled out as he deems fit to anybody that applies. So he wants to keep a lot of the money in central Pennsylvania because a lot of this EITC money is going to Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. All right, so the way you take your tax dollars and donate them is you have to apply to this SPE, and there are some caveats though, because you cannot donate your state taxes if you receive financial aid from whatever private school. So he has set a minimum benchmark of $110,000 combined family income he says, if you make this much money, you don't receive enough financial aid, or you don't receive any financial aid, so you can take your state taxes and gift them to whatever school whatever you choose. Well, 110,000 equivalents to $3,000, approximately $3,000 of state taxes. So it's a pretty big, nice donation that you can give to your local, Catholic school. I've never given that much money to Bishop Carroll, and I have given, through this program, gifted $3,000 to Bishop Carroll. Now you can give more. Like if you make more than $110,000, your state tax liability will be more. So you can go whatever up to you pay in PA state taxes, and I would encourage you to do so. Especially for Bishop Carroll, because most of these people aren't afford it. I'm going to encourage you to give it to BC. Tuition for BC, I don't know what exactly is, but let's say it's approximately $5,000. Well, not everybody pays $5,000. A lot pay less because of financial aid, but if you just do the math on based on the number of students, I think there's like less than 300 students there now. These 3,000 dollar donations or 5,000 or 10,000, whatever, can really cut into that tuition cost, and you could seriously bring the cost of tuition down with a lot of these EITC donations to BC. Whereas Holy Name, where my kids go to grade school, I think the tuition is like, $1,000 a year, $1,200 a year. So, it's a pretty tangible difference there. So the way this works is the way you do it is you have to apply to the SPE before the end of the calendar year, and you have to gift the donation in 2018. So you'll fill out a really basic form saying this is how much I make, this is my social security number, this whatever. This is where I'd like to gift it. You can gift it to multiple schools. Like I said, I'm doing mine to Bishop Carroll. My brother's splitting his between Bishop Carroll and All Saints. Anyways, and you do this as soon as possible to the SPE so he can take it out of the $9 million. And then you take your money and you donate it to whatever school, and then you have a form that says I've donated this, and then when you file your taxes after January 1st, you can claim whatever your donation is back. Now there is a catch. You get 90% of this back, but then you put this on your federal income tax, and but the accountant and us will clear everything up. But please consider donating, because it could, like I said, it could make a major dent in tuition. And please share it to any friends that you think would be able to do the same. Thanks.